Crazy bullish news for SAFUU. Hey guys, this is Dumb Crypto here. So if you guys are new to the channel, please like the video and please subscribe. We are just 15 subscribers away from the 100 subscribers mark, and we're going to do a giveaway for 100 USD to 4 random winners. So everyone is going to have a good chance of winning some cash. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. So please subscribe to help our channel grow. So in today's video, we're going to talk about the bullish news for SAFUU and what it means for SAFUU in the future. So if you guys have been following the channel, we don't really talk much about SAFUU. Even though if you take a look at SAFUU's price in the past 3 months on the 3-month chart, it's been doing very well. But we don't really talk about SAFUU because a lot of the hype and attention is always drawn towards projects like Sphere or Titano. But if you take a look at Sphere Finance, you can see that this chart is not looking too good. Like it went up quite fast and then it started to have a correction and went down. And then if you take a look at Titano after its V2 and DEX deployment, it actually went up quite a bit and then now it's coming back down again with quite a large correction. So I will kind of analogize SAFUU with like the quiet kid in the classroom. They don't try to gain like the most attention, but you can see that their price action actually reflects otherwise, actually holding on quite strong. So recently, Brian Legend, the CEO of SAFUU, he came out with a massive news. The massive news is that SAFUU is going to start building its own blockchain. And the blockchain is going to be released July 2023, hopefully. So what does this mean for SAFUU in terms of its timeline? So you can see that Brian Legend actually said that this is a huge win because now they can totally bypass the need for the V2 migration and aim to release the SAFUU blockchain 1 year earlier than the roadmap. So if you guys haven't been following Sphere and Titano, so for Titano, they actually just had the V2 migration and their DEX implemented just a few days ago, and Sphere Finance is on the path to the V2 and their own DEX as well. But right here, Brian Legend is saying that SAFUU is going to bypass the V2 migration and save 1 year of time and go straight to building its own blockchain. So I think this is a really smart move and bullish news for SAFUU because it's going to make SAFUU like miles ahead in terms of its competitors. So even though like a lot of the momentum and attention has always been in Sphere and Titano, but you can see that just from this recent news, SAFUU looks like it's kind of trying to get ahead in the lead in terms of having bigger milestones for the SAFUU protocol. So what does the SAFUU blockchain actually mean for the SAFUU project? If you guys don't know what the blockchain means, is that SAFUU right now is on the Binance blockchain, right? So they're built on top of the Binance blockchain. By releasing its own SAFUU blockchain, they allow for other projects to build on the SAFUU blockchain and using its own token. So for example, if you take a look at BNB, which is essentially Binance token, right? So BNB is on the Binance blockchain, but it didn't used to be on the Binance blockchain. It used to be on the Ethereum blockchain. So it used to be on the Ethereum blockchain until around July 2017, and you can see that it started around 10 cents and then it slowly climbed up, and then once it started to change to its own blockchain, you can see that there's a price spike about 20 cents all the way to tens of dollars. And over a period of time, when there's more and more projects built upon the Binance Smart Chain, you can see that its value start to skyrocket. It went from about maybe 20-ish, $30 all the way up to at least $600, and right now it's hovering quite steadily around the $400 mark. So you can see that when it started to move to its own blockchain for Binance, it went from about 10 cents to 20 cents all the way up to $600 in a period of time. The implication of having your own blockchain is that you can see that the token, which is the BNB right here, that is built upon the Binance blockchain, having its own blockchain starts to give the BNB token or its native token a lot of value. All the projects that are built on the Binance blockchain requires BNB. It's creating a huge demand in BNB here. So this is one of the historical data that you can refer to see how SAFUU having its own blockchain could potentially affect token price. So if we take a look at the second example, which is Chronos, which is CRO, and it's the token for crypto.com. So Chronos used to be on the Ethereum blockchain until November 2021. And you can see after having its own blockchain, there's a huge spike in the value of the token. While it have corrected a little, but you can see it's still significantly higher than previously when it was on the Ethereum blockchain. So just based on these two examples of BNB and CRO, you can see that a token having its own blockchain is probably a very bullish sign for SAFUU and the token. So SAFUU coming out with its own blockchain could potentially give a lot of value and demand for the SAFUU token in the future if there's a lot of projects being built upon blockchain. So I think if SAFUU can actually hit goal of releasing the blockchain on July 2023, which is next year, it's going to put SAFUU miles ahead of its competitor like Titano or Sphere Finance or any other auto staking projects in the space. Because if you just consider the two examples that I just went through for BNB and Chronos, it's probably going to be very bullish for the SAFUU project once the blockchain is released. Obviously, there's no guarantee that the blockchain is going to immediately boost SAFUU's token price, because you can see that BNB actually took quite a while here, this stretch of period, quite a while before it starts to spike in value. So overall, I think you guys should actually try to absorb this huge news and take a look at the data for BNB and Chronos and see what happened after their own blockchain was implemented and see how the value actually changes for the underlying token of that blockchain. So overall, I would say that SAFUU is actually doing very well in terms of price action, and its update and news actually beats Sphere Finance and Titano if you actually were following my previous videos. So if you guys like the video, please give the video a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. We're going to do a giveaway and all the info will be in the comments below. Thanks for watching.